I've worked out every single day for the past 2 years, but not all of that was on the Stairmaster. Actually, to be quite honest with you, the majority of it wasn't on a Stairmaster. A lot of it was climbing, a lot of it was active recovery. I'm gonna tell you exactly how I worked out every single day for the past 2 years. Frankly, a lot of people would tell you that's overtraining, and I probably crossed that line of overtraining quite a bit. But I'm gonna tell you some side effects of working out every single day for the past 2 years, some inconveniences of working out every single day for the past 2 years, and some sacrifices of working out every single day for the past 2 years. And I'm not talking about just going for a walk 5 minutes or going for a little jog for about 10 minutes. I'm talking about intentional working out for at least 50 minutes every single day. Was it tough? Oh, absolutely. And not just physically tough. It was also really mentally grueling sometimes. And you might ask yourself, why did you do that? Was it for some fitness challenge? Was I trying to lose some weight? Am I trying to get fit for something? Am I training for something? And the answer is, yeah, kind of all of it. But part of it too was just because I genuinely enjoy going to the gym. I genuinely enjoy going to the track. I genuinely love climbing and working out and exercise. I love the social aspect of it. I love what it does to my body. I love the hormones that it produces. I think they're hormones or endorphins? Endorphins, yeah. I love those. It makes me feel good. It makes me go to sleep better. It makes me sleep longer. It's something that I enjoy doing with my fiance. It's something that I enjoy doing with my friends. And the seemingly healthy thing, if you do it every single day for 2 years, is it still healthy? So that is one of the big questions that I'm trying to ask. So I'm gonna tell you about my experience. But first, a message from our sponsors. I've always been into athletics. I ran college track and I even got to coach college track. I think that grind mentality that a lot of college runners have has influenced my seemingly neurotic behavior over the past couple of years of just wanting to work out all day long, every single day. Well, not necessarily all day long, but at least every day. I feel like I want to stay active. 300, 301, 302. Just kidding, they're 5 pounds. I just sometimes feel really cooped up when I don't get my workout in, or when I'm not active that day. I don't necessarily feel lazy or anything. I just feel like I have a lot of energy to spend. So that outlet has been athletics. And those are good things, but again, all in moderation, or is it okay to do that every single day? This video might get a little personal, and that's okay. I hope that it helps you in some way. Let me explain some of the challenges that I faced. One of the first ones was accessibility to a gym. I travel a lot, and there was even a time when I traveled outside of the country. I went to Japan, and there weren't a lot of gyms accessible to me. So what I did was buy a bunch of bands. I went to Amazon and there was this pack that came with this pole, and you could break down the pole into 3 pieces, and it came with a bunch of bands, so you could do like back squat with it, you could do bench press with it. I was about to fly out with that thing, and it was disassembled in my backpack, and I got flagged by TSA, and they thought they were nunchucks, and so that was a big debacle. It was very helpful for me when I did go and travel a lot, because then I had accessibility to a gym anywhere I went. The other issue that I faced was time management. There were plenty of times where I had planned on going to the gym in the morning. I slept in, didn't get it in the morning, and so I had to do it later. So then I get off work, have to go to the gym, and I'm not home until like 6 or 7. That's always kind of annoying. The other issue is just not knowing what to do in the gym. I mean, I get all of those lifts, I know what to do with them, but sometimes I don't have a schedule to do all the lifts, and I get to the gym and am not really sure what I want to do or what I should be doing. And so that can lead to a little bit of frustration and confusion. Sleep was another issue, getting enough of it. And then diet is another problem. What should I be eating? How much should I be eating? Am I not eating enough? And then all of these things kind of lead to burnout. Burnout is a legitimate thing. There have been plenty of times where I didn't get a lot of sleep, didn't get enough food, and I'm just really tired and exhausted. And instead of going to the gym, I probably should have eaten, got some rest, slept, taken a nap. Instead, I went to the gym and worked out. That can lead to that grind mentality that I was talking about earlier and can prolong that mentality. And that's not necessarily the most healthy mentality to have when you're doing this recreationally or trying to do it for fun.
So fun.
I am doing it for fun, but what happens when it no longer becomes fun? That's when you stop going to the gym or start building unhealthy coping mechanisms and unhealthy practices that often lead to stress, a lot of anxiety, injuries in some cases. And when you get injured, you can't work out anymore, or you do continue to work out like many climbers do. Working out on an injury is very common for climbers. That is a classic stereotype and perhaps one that I fall into. It's a problem. Those are some challenges that I faced. It especially struck the first year that I was exercising consistently, or this consistently, a lot of that burnout. And so I had to create a lot of rhythms in my workout routine, in my daily life to make the gym still fun.
So fun.
And to continue my exercise routine without burning out and always feeling like it's a drag, because that's the worst thing that I want. I want this to be fun. So how did I get past some of those things? Well, the first one is making a rhythm and a routine for yourself. I did that with my sleep, I did that with my diet, and of course did that with my exercise routine. Now that does not mean making a super detailed plan that you have to stick to and it's super rigid, and if you break it, then shame on you. No, it's more of like a guidance, and that's what works for me. Now that super rigid thing might work for you, but that would definitely not work for me. The other thing that I did was making sure that when I was at the gym and kind of felt burnt out, that I was doing something else beyond just working out. So maybe that looks like you reading. I read all of Fourth Wing and Iron Flame and all of the Mistborn saga while I was working out. I've also traded a lot of stocks, NVIDIA, you're doing well right now. I've written messages for when I do public speaking. I've studied, and those are just a few different ways that I have passed the time when I didn't necessarily want to be at the gym, but was at the gym. Also convinced all my friends and especially my fiance that working out is fun. So I have dragged her into this mess as well. But working out with her is a ton of fun because it turns into fun pastime, a social pastime actually. By the way, Fourth Wing is a great book, highly recommend. I started ACOTAR, but I couldn't get through the first half, so sorry, I'll retry someday. So now you know how my brain didn't fall apart, but how did my body not fall apart? Maybe you're expecting me to tell you that I did some elaborate warm-up and some elaborate cool-down every single time I worked out, every single day, stretching, foam rolling, using bands, using one of these, however you use it. But that's just not the case. I did not do that. In fact, pretty often I skipped my warm-up and skipped the stretch and skipped the cool-down. Frankly, if I were to have to use one of these every single time, warming up and cooling down, I would probably go mad. I would get really bored and it just wouldn't work out for me. So I did something that's called active recovery. Now this was still working out. I'm still moving around, exercising, lifting, often going through range of motions. But I said this in a recent video that I made. I don't go to the well every single time I worked out. There are some days that I work out really, really hard, but I don't do that every single day. In fact, I don't do that most days. If I did, my body would fall apart, I would burn out, and that would be it. Now, I just want to reiterate, this is not me telling you to not warm up, not cool down, not stretch. Those things are incredibly important, and a big thing of that is you have to know your body, what your body needs for each workout. But again, this is me telling you that you don't have to go your hardest, climb the hardest thing, lift super heavy every single day, max out every single day. I know that's incredibly tempting and it looks cool and your ego feels good after it, but your body's just gonna break down at some point if you continue that rhythm. Active recovery is key. Working out every day has been tedious. It has been grueling. It has been a grind at some times, but ultimately, I still enjoy it. I have prolonged that relationship that I have with exercise, even though I've been doing it every day and probably should have burnt out a long time ago. By doing some of those things on top of exercise, getting a good amount of sleep, eating what I want, but in healthy moderation, those are just some of the ways that I have survived over the past couple of years of working out every single day. I hope you learned something, and if you are somebody who works out every single day, maybe you're comparing notes, and if you don't work out every single day, then you probably think I'm crazy. But hopefully, by hearing some of those things, you think I'm a little less crazy. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe, share the video, and maybe share it to somebody who works out every single day, and we can compare our experiences. Peace and stay chalky.